And welcome to Auroboros, Coils of the Serpent, where we play Dungeons and Dragons. Get ready. What's happening? We have our fun. Okay, so last we left off, you walked into what seemed to be like a ceremony of some sort. You effectively put an end to the Marked One, absorbing arcane energies from the magic orbs you were asked to find. While their Mark Sworn, the other people in the room, tried to prevent it. You recovered all the orbs after a concussive arcane force exploded from the Marked One. The arcane energies seemed similar to what Revel experienced while he was kind of experiencing someone else's memories provided by that dread light that briefly took over your body. Merritt did some investigating and discovered the Mark of the Serpent was indeed the real thing, but it could have been much worse. Sierra effectively removed the sigil, which is now, it's just a flappy piece of skin tattoo, which is really delicious. And
person jerky.
Oh man, person jerky.
If we would have described it as such, it would not have made it back.
You would have tried it out and given it to Revel as a snack. Frederick, the Snake Boy's life hung in the balance as you decided what to do with him while he was concussed. You decided to leave him tied up and unconscious, right? You left him tied up. Yeah. Unconscious. Yeah. As you left, you're like, that's cool. Let's just leave this guy. It's going to be fine.
Effectively, that sentence, but...
Yeah, it's going to be great. And you headed to the Chancellor Invictus to receive your payment. You talked with Chancellor Sorkin for a little bit. He mentions wanting to pick Merritt's brain about certain things that the Bowender monks have researched, after which you head to a Solarian priest named Shaster to take care of your unusual dirty dog diseases, Revel and Gary. Dirty dogs. Before heading out, Revel and Sierra intimidate the poor old priest about the symbol you found on the spear attached to the headless charioteer. It was the Lawbrand cross with a vine of thorns growing throughout. The priest was terrified to talk about it, but however, he does let you know it refers to something called the Circle of Thorns. He kind of discussed that it's people dedicated to the old ways of the Solarian Church in a very bad way. Next, you decide to head to the Underbelly for some good old gladiator cage fighting, and that's where we are now. And just a reminder, it is the 5th day, 2 days before the Ascension Day, which is the 7th day of the week, which is also the 7th day of the week will be start of a new month called the Month of Voices. And it is mid-afternoon still. It's probably 3 p.m.-ish. And yeah, you just got the delicious smell of cold cuts, and there's fighting. You see the same ring that you guys were fighting in.
Do we see anybody that we recognize?
I would love if you made a perception check.
13.
Okay. Anybody else want to look around?
Sure. Wasn't that good enough?
It is, actually. I just want to see if anybody else is looking.
Perception. It's a 15.
Yeah. Okay. So, Merritt and Gary, actually, you see you're kind of scanning the room. You do see Syl right at the front of the crowd, watching the cage fights going on. There are right now it seems to be a 1v1 unarmed that's happening. It's gross, and the bodies are slamming against each other. It's sweaty, smelly. But you also see at the bar, past the cage fighting ring, you also see your old friend Grunkir,
Ooh, just the bond.
the desert dwarf, sitting at the bar in between two like really obnoxious patrons, like talking across him. If you want, give me an insight check.
No.
Okay. All right. That's what you see.
Here is not our manager. Syl is our manager.
Sill's your
correct?
manager. Grunkir's your very best friend.
He was trying to be a talent scout? Or...
He's your talent scout. He's the one that scouted you,
Right.
kind of. And then,
We showed up and yes.
yeah, basically, you just showed up, and he was like, "You guys seem good," and that's how that went.
Can I try to avoid the gaze of Syl and make my way over to Grunkir?
With the gaze of Sil.
Like try to kind of like duck down.
Yeah, you can't. Oh, because you didn't do any PR, did you?
You don't know that.
Oh, I guess I don't. Yes, please do.
Roll for
12.
Okay.
Stealth to like stealth my way over there.
Do with advantage because he is watching this fight, and he's not moving around.
Pretty loud. A lot
Lower.
Okay, so what was it? 12. I'm gonna also do a perception check for him with disadvantage because he's not looking around at the audience. Okay, disadvantage. That was a 13. Yeah, 2.
Hi.
So he does not see.
May I make my way over to Grunkir?
You absolutely can. So as you're coming up to Grunkir, this bar is disgustingly sticky. There is, people are cheersing and like yelling at each other about who they think's gonna win, and also just in general, just yelling because it's the Underbelly. And the two people across from Grunkir are just talking at each other, and you do see that as you're getting closer to Grunkir, he doesn't look very happy. His face looks very puffy, almost like he's been crying, and he looks extremely intoxicated. And he's just kind of like staring down at his like mug of ale, just kind of like.
Oh, I was going to buy you a drink, but I think I'm a little too late.
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
it's the feller from the thing.
Yeah.
I done scouted you.
Yeah.
Is that his voice?
That's
short. Cut it
Very
down.
close.
Yeah.
Close.
Also, he's strong.
True. So it completely doesn't even
Yeah.
matter.
Everyone's voice changes
When they're
entirely.
Totally.
Right.
He all of a sudden just has a different accent. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, buddy.
Grunkir, man, I'm kind of in over my head with this publicity thing, and I'm
What do you
thinking we could
mean?
maybe like team up because you're high up in the hierarchy.
I'm not high up on anything.
What's the matter?
Well, the whole thing with the guy with his head gone, that was in the chariot and then lost his head. That whole thing. You were there.
Mm-hmm.
I only heard about it because I was in my closet office. And
Better than the corner office.
well, my good friend Rabar is being, I don't believe he did it, but he's being framed for cutting Mithril's head off, and like I don't think that's true, and now he's being kept at the conservator's post, and you know what I think?
What?
You want to know what I think?
Yes.
I think that they heard that the church heard about it all the way over in Sargard and Sargrad. Sorry, I'm drunk. And they were going to come. The church was going to come and investigate, but then they were like, no, but Rabar did it, so the church won't come. But I think it's all a lie. My good friend Rabar.
Well, I'm sure he's a fine man, a fine fellow, but so the church is accusing him or the conservators?
The conservators, because they don't want the church meddling in elites and business. I just don't believe it. Oh man, he's all alone in there. He might die.
Well, I'm. Yeah.
They might sentence him to death. My head.
My
My head.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. I'm not quite sure what I could do unless there's to help, unless there's something you know that could like exonerate him.
He's a really good fella. Is that enough?
That's your
Well, I don't know. I mean, you seem to be good at talking about to people and stuff. Well, maybe you can, I don't know, go over there
So
and get him out.
to the consider it done.
Oh!
I'll tell you what. If we can make some
PR
progress in
attorney.
getting this fellow, whose name is very similar to a teammate of mine, out of jail, do you think he could help with my
His name's Rabar, not Rabble.
Rabar? Like okay. Do you think maybe you could help with the publicity campaign?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You were my help?
Yes.
Me?
You're very clever.
My help?
Carol is always talking you up.
What? Give me a deception check, you little scamp. Switch out your dice. Throw it out.
11. Make a insight check at disadvantage because he's drunk.
Oh, yes.
Don't tell me what to roll.
He is drunk, so he probably will do. It's a good thing because he got a nat 20.
Oh.
I'm going to say that Grunkir probably has a -1 to charisma, so he got a 6. So, yeah, he's like, I mean, I guess I can help.
Well, one thing at a time.
I've never done PRing before.
I haven't either, to be fair. So maybe two heads are better than one.
Oh, no, my ale's all gone.
Maybe it's time to just call it a night or an afternoon.
I need some more.
No, I think it's all right. I'm gonna slip.
To Rabar!
I'm gonna slip a gold piece to the bartender to give him something lighter than he's expecting.
Okay. Bartender doesn't.
His
Well,
pockets the gold piece.
he's just like, all right, cool.
No, that's to give.
Sorry?
He's at it.
I can't. It's so loud in here.
That's why I'm miming.
You're cut off. Is that
no?
you are?
He's cut.
He is. I know. I heard about the beheaded chariot guy. Crazy. Just like right off.
All right. Well, you're on your own, mate, and we'll catch up later.
Surrender!
Whatever.
So he mentions the conserver's post,
Yes.
which is in Heritage Court. So that.
All right, I'll get a drink and just kind of try to blend in with the crowd.
Blending in. What's everybody else doing?
Are there any beefcakes in here?
Cakes. Elaborate.
It's
I
a
mean, like
gladiatorial.
people whose muscles have individual personalities. I
Give
mean,
me
the
a-
guys that are like holding their own pecs and looking at themselves in the mirror, like
What about dudes who have like side abs?
I'm talking like the guys who are,
a deep V.
you know.
Give me a perception check.
I will.
Great.
Oh. Too distracted by the muscles. 4 and 8.
4 and 8. With an 8. Wait.
4 FOR. 4 and 8. An 8
An 8.
total, sorry.
You have a +4 to your perception?
+5.
Wow, math did not work out for me this time.
No, I mean, the way I said it made it sound like I got a 4, but
Yeah.
I actually got a 3.
FOR.
FOR.
4.
Oh!
For a total of an 8.
Cut that out in post. I don't want to see that.
Nah.
Keep it in.
Not after 8 p.m.
So you got an 8.
It's an ogling check.
Okay. So with an 8, you look around and you do see one person looking in a mirror. There are mirrors in this place.
Like a bar always has.
Yeah, sure.
Like
Well,
a
it's
mirror
actually
back to the bar
specifically
sometimes.
A specific area for people to look at their muscles.
It's a beefcake bar.
It's a beefcake
It's a beef bar.
mirror
It's a-
bar.
Beef
You
Beef bar.
see, you don't see a really beefcakey guy, but you do see a Slim Jim guy, and he's real slim, but he's looking at his muscles real hard, and he's just like, yes.
It's like in cartoons when the skinny guy flexes.
He goes,
and-
He goes like this. Yeah, he's like, yeah. Yeah. You see
Yeah.
that.
Slim Jims do have a little bit of beef in them. Slim Jim. Yeah, cut that.
Advertisement.
I don't want to see that.
Sponsors.
Doesn't represent me.
That's what you see.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go up to Slim Jim guy.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing the same poses.
Oh, okay. With him?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, you know the one that I'm talking about?
Ooh, this one?
That one.
Yeah.
Get the tricep.
That tricep. That.
Ugh. Do you go?
No, not that one. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that one too. Yeah, I'm gonna hit some poses.
Are you trying to do anything to this guy, like intimidate? Or...
No, mostly looking for some camaraderie.
Oh, okay.
Less to intimidate. Slim Jim, come on. If it were a big guy, different story. But alas, it is a Slim Jim. So, yeah, I'm just gonna hit some muscle poses
Give
with
me
him.
a performance.
Is that the guy's name too? Slim
You don't know yet.
Jim.
You haven't asked.
Did you just say an ass? I have an ass. Yeah, I'm gonna do.
We've already done this today.
I'm gonna do a glute pose, and I got an 11. Look, look.
This guy looks at you. Let's see if he's impressed.
If he's not impressed,
That's on him.
He looks. He's a very tall, Slim Jim guy, and he looks down at you, and he goes, "Yeah."
So much for camaraderie.
That's what he does.
I'm gonna stomp on his foot and I'm gonna walk away.
Oh wow! I don't think that requires anything.
No, I have feet and he has feet and I.
Grandma, watch where you're stepping. Yeah.
Do I hear someone say grandma really loud?
Give me a perception. Are you with Sierra?
We're about to
Fight!
I feel like I'm still doing my NPC
Jeez.
idle
These people don't-
animations deciding, but
Man, some people they let in the underbelly just don't belong here.
that's a 15.
Yeah, you hear girl. Man,
Your grandma.
jeez, taking up my mirror time.
Yeah, I'll make my way over there and just kind of watch. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna intercede
You
necessarily.
walked away though, right? He's still talking.
Oh,
He's talking
no,
mad
he's talking
shit.
mad shit. I'm gonna let it go for now.
Okay.
I'll see him in the ring.
How do you know?
I'll see you in the ring. Hold me back.
I'll just like lightly put a hand on Sierra's shoulder. So I was thinking about maybe like stage name or something like that. I
I'll
was
pull
thinking
a
about
snack out and shove it in his mouth. And then then I go back to the group. That's all I got.
So,
Sorry.
but you Rebel. So actually, while you're putting your hand on Sierra, Syl actually will come up to you guys because it's the mirror area is kind of near the cage fighting because it's like right before they get on stage,
Right,
they're like really amping themselves.
right.
Yeah, in the mirror. So Syl will come up, wobbling up to y'all,
Why wobbling?
because he's a gnome.
All gnomes wobble.
Come on.
You said it.
Sorry if you're offended.
Is he a rotund gnome?
gnome?
The only
No.
American council's going to be talking to you.
I'm not taking it back. He wobbles at you. he goes, I don't remember how he talks, but I think it's pretty normal. So he was just like, "Hey, you guys here to fight? You got my letter about the whole tier thing, and are you with?
Oh yeah.
What are you doing? Are you with them?
Sure.
Oh,
That's what I do.
that seems like you're ready to fight. I like that energy a lot. That's gonna get you a lot of fans. Hey, so remember when you guys had names the last time?
Yeah, they were really insulting.
Do you want to?
What was it?
Work on it, or-
what was it? What were our names?
It was like Slappy and Happy or something like that. I can't remember.
I was thinking about maybe going by like Rabar or something like that. I heard someone shout it earlier. I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's a good name.
I mean, hey, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool name. Any or like a team, like a together team name, like if you like something like
Rabar Rebels.
ooh,
Is that what we're going for?
The Punchers, the Tough.
You know, now that I think,
You're really terrible.
now that I
Hey,
think
I'm
about
not
it,
a PR
maybe,
guy. I
maybe you
just-
shouldn't name a team after a guy who's under investigation for like murder.
Yeah.
What now?
Or I guess I don't know that. I don't know that, so I didn't say it.
Rewind.
Canonically, I couldn't have. Yeah, I mean, like the Rabar Rebels sound perfect.
Great, love it. Rabar Rebels. And you went by
Dune Walker.
Dune Walker. That's right. We had a lot of
Dune Walker, Texas Ranger.
whispers about it. I actually really like that. So I've never heard that before.
That's
I don't
very
know
cool.
what Texas is.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
Texas?
I know what a ranger could be.
No, we'll just stick with Dune Walker.
Dune Walker it
Yeah.
is.
Like a kind of
So
toast.
so last time your fights were kind of what do I want to say, like an audition. So this time it's really going to count. So I talked about the tiers, of like what you need to do in order. Hey, where's your PR guy?
Okay.
You come with you guys?
I gotta do a perception check.
Yeah, can I also do?
What did
Can I
you
do
roll last
contestant?
time for
Yeah.
yourself?
It was like 12 or
12.
something.
That's gonna be hard for you guys.
I gotta roll a gold one.
That's gonna be 23.
I'm actually like only 5 minutes. And you can still see it.
I mean, you're the only outside in the room,
Am I?
probably.
I recognize that Gary's trying to hide, and I'm just like, yeah, I think he went kind of over that way maybe, and point in a different direction.
Okay. Give me a deception.
Yeah.
Rebel, are you catching on to any of this, or did you look for him?
Oh, I did. I got a 9.
Okay.
Yep.
So you can't find him.
No.
Ah,
All
it's an 8 for deception.
Well, let's see what Sil gets. Okay, he's like,
He sees me looking directly at Gary, but like pointing over here.
yeah,
Oh wait, no, I see him over. I see him over there. There he is. Okay.
Okay, well this, that's fine. I just, as long as he's like, doing that PR stuff, it's really important for you guys.
Oh, he is. He's doing a fantastic job as our PR guy.
Great. I haven't heard a thing about you guys on the streets, but you know what? Hey,
What
You're
is
on the
Maybe-
streets a lot.
Well, what he's doing is kind of like more of like a whisper campaign, and those things tend to start in really exclusive
I
circles.
see.
Word
Yeah,
of
I've
mouth.
never
So-
heard a whisper campaign ever in my life. But
Well,
sure.
I mean, maybe you should,
It's like word of
sort
mouth.
of do a
but
little
not
more
quiet.
like social ladder climbing. Maybe get into those more elite circles and make cooler friends.
Yep, sure. Says you.
You're not
Grab
sparring
him.
a lot of confidence as our agent here.
All I need you to do is do good at fights. And that's
All right.
it.
That's it.
That's
All
all.
right.
That's all I need. Hey, so the first one would be unarmed.
Oh.
Well, you guys want to do weapons, right? Sarah
Yeah.
and Rabble.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so there's different tiers. So you each separately, Merritt and Rabble and Zero would have to win like 3 out of 6 tiers, and it's really just like amateur, intermediate, and like the finals basically. So this first one would just be amateur, and that's what you'd be doing.
Okay.
He explains that to you, and are you guys here to fight today?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, I've already got kind of a lineup. Merritt or Dune Walker. You're gonna be fighting a desert dwarf.
Don't say that. Right. Just call me Bear. Yeah,
Okay,
that's fine.
okay, fair enough.
Ring name.
Okay, sure. You're gonna be fighting a desert dwarf. His name is Red Knuckle. He goes by Red Knuckle on stage. And you guys are going to be fighting a team, and he kind of like points over in the corner. You see a gnoll and a satyr, and they call themselves the Annihilators. Pretty good name.
Wow, that's a strong name.
Pretty strong name. But they each individually go. I've been asking them to not have these names for the stage, but this is just what they want. The gnoll's name is Grumpy, and the satyr's name is Grudge. So I can't. They wanted it in their contract, and that's just the way they want it.
But they go by the Annihilators.
Grumpy and Grouch, the Annihilators. I don't get it either.
People are real lax with their names around here. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
I mean, they
lot
could have gone with like
cohesiveness.
Stone Cold Steve Satyr, but instead
Anything. Wow. Have you ever thought
went
about
by
a PR job?
Grouch.
Just saying.
Maybe you should be on our PR person.
Yeah.
Bone
All right,
pick
so
with
we'll have
Slim Jim.
Merritt, if you're cool, going up next.
All right.
With this this dwarf. I will announce it and we will get you going.
Sounds good.
Cool. So he goes up on stage and he says, "All right, we've got a amateur fight, unarmed, with the Dune Walker versus Red Knuckle." And you see, you hear, you hear at the bar, you hear a glass shatter. And then the crowd parts. And you see this rootless dwarf. He's got really bright red hair, and it's in pigtails, and a really long beard. And you see at his feet, he's threw his. It looks like he threw his glass down on the ground because for some reason he was drinking out of a glass and not just like a regular mug.
Was it like a fine wine glass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a martini glass. He throws it on the ground and the crowd parts and he's like, "All right, let's get going." That's how he talks. Sorry about the loudness. And yeah, he joins you on stage. You are in a same deal. You're in a 30-foot radius cage.
Okay.
And let's roll initiative.
All right. Let's do this. He can go first.
What'd you get?
1
Oh wow.
plus 4, so 5.
Okay, cool. Let me set it up here. Okay. Cool. So he pulls out, he has a scimitar, and he will attempt to thwap you.
All right.
He's like, well, I guess it's, you do your whole, I guess you like, I don't know, what do fighters do? They like touch.
I thought it was bare knuckles.
Oh yeah, it's a that's right. Sorry, thank
You
you.
gotta get killed over here.
Ah, more beheading.
Right.
Yeah,
Bare knuckles. Like, good thing I brought my sword hand.
yeah, he just says a
Just look at
wow.
that, like-
That would be a definite like. Woo. Yeah, it's unarmed. So he is going to. He's got his like wraps, and he's like gonna like. Isn't that what fighters do? Don't they like knuck each other before they like?
They dap up. Yeah.
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 The respect dap.
Yeah. And Syl leaves the thing, and yeah, so he's going to try to hit you. That is a nope, does not hit you. He kind of tries to. He just goes for a straight up hook, misses you completely.
Merritt just does the kind of.
Yeah, love that. And he's a little shorter too, so it's funny.
Just hold him at arm's length.
Yeah. So it's your turn.
All right. So first attack, that's gonna be a
He's
20,
not.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not wearing any armor.
And that's 9 points bludgeoning.
Oh.
Bonus attack, that's a 23 to hit.
Yep.
6 points bludgeoning.
6.
Gonna spend a key point.
Just gonna annihilate you. I don't even know why I'm writing this down.
And that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Gosh. That's another 9 points of damage.
Woo! You basically just go whap, 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 and he's like, oh well, I'm gonna still beat you probably.
So Merritt's actually using his fists this time.
You are?
Because Sil said like make it more of a show.
Make
or
it
whatever.
more of a show.
And so he's just like kind of like giving him like whaps to like the side of the face
Okay.
as he's like dodging his moves and stuff. And
Okay,
just giving
cool.
him, like,
Yeah,
little
yeah. It looks like you're making
it's
more.
it's still not like super exciting, but he's just like
I
I
feel like you look like super bored when
Yeah,
you do this.
right,
You're just
exactly.
like, this is nothing. This is nothing.
Yeah.
He kind of drops one knee and he's like, okay, and he's gonna try to sweep your leg and kick you. Sweep and kick.
Sweep and kick.
A sweep and kick. See if he can actually hit you. No, because your AC is an 18.
Yeah.
You got a 16. He's doing really well. He give me an insight check.
Is he a little frustrated? 19.
He looks like he's about to cry. It's your turn. He doesn't have
He's just
multi-attack.
doing that like deep breath, like.
Yeah, he's like, well, I need to go back to the mirror.
Not gonna cry.
All right. That's a nat 1.
Okay.
So I'm gonna miss that one.
That's a big old miss.
You messed with your brain.
That's yeah. That's a 13 on that one.
That hits, yeah.
That hits. Okay. That's gonna be another 9 points. of damage.
You knock him unconscious immediately.
Yeah, yeah, he gets like frustrated.
Yeah.
And he like barrels in, and that just gives him one last like right to the face.
Just right to the face. He goes unconscious, and Sil comes out and can't lift your arm for you. So he's like, "Can you like, yeah, woo, yeah, yes, the Dune Walker, everybody, get ready to see him more. We like to see it. We love to see it, actually. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, PR guy over there.
Really?
Yeah, really good at it.
Can I? I'm kind of in the bar here. Can I see anybody who looks kind of slightly drunk? Not super drunk
Everyone.
and not sober, but like slightly.
Yeah, give me a perception.
8. So I'm gonna walk up to somebody,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, "Hey, if I give you this gold piece, could you do something for me?" All right. So what you need to do, it's fine. No, here's the
Sure.
thing. Go up to that
Hmm?
gnome, that wobbly gnome, and say,
Wobbly no.
say, "Oh, this must be the fighters I've been hearing so much about on the street. Everywhere I go, everyone's like, oh, those 3 fighters. Yeah. Here you go."
Okay. You see this? It's a human woman, and she's gonna walk over to Sil, and she goes, "Hey, there's fighters here that I seen today. They're really good. So that's what you heard. Why are there 2 of you? Okay, is that good? Did I do a good job?
She makes it so obvious that.
Good guys."
I'm going to come running up, kind of breathless.
Sil's like,
Oh.
"Okay, yeah, sure, there are fighters.
I just got here. Everything's going pretty
Hi,
good. Hey,
you just got here, huh?
It's spreading the word
Yeah.
far and wide, east to west.
This person heard that there were fighters here that happened today.
Right?
So I guess you're doing a really good job. You want to
Thank
sit
you.
next to me? We'll do a little seat.
I'm sure somebody
Gotta
else would
watch
like
your
to
friends, right?
sit here. All right.
I mean, hey, it's a free country, sort of. You
No,
wanna do
I'll
it.
sit there. It's fine.
So what
I
do you
gotta
think
go
of,
introduce your friends.
rabble-rousers?
The rabber,
I
the
like
rab, the rabbar,
Or the Bruise Brothers.
Bruce,
the rabble rabble.
Bruce Brothers.
No, I like the Rabble Rousers.
No, I like Bruce
I
Brothers
like the
better.
Rabble
than
Rousers,
I
but
like
it's
the
a-
Bruce Brothers.
Okay, so we are gonna have you fight. Is there something that you guys?
Yeah, I want to be known as.
You guys
As-
can't get
as-
any name recognition if you keep changing it every 5.
Look, I want to be
This guy
known
knows.
as Stone Old Cirrus.
Stone
So
old.
old.
Stoned old.
Stoned and old. No, stone old. Siratis. Oh, sorry. Siratis.
Stone old Siratis. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you want
No, I think if you just call me Rabble, that's right. 'Cause it kinda-
Rabble?
Yeah, you know, like
Together.
my name already kind of like gets the point across. You know,
Yeah, I mean it's
Rowdy
a good
Rabble.
name. It's a good name.
I picked it myself.
I think together, though, the Rabble Rousers?
I like Bruise Brothers a lot better.
Rabble Rousel Bruise Brothers. Here we go. All right, we are gonna.
Rabble
we
Rousel
are
Bruise Brothers.
Okay, done.
next
Sick.
up. We have
Right.
a 2v2 weapons amateur fight with the Annihilators, and you hear another glass shatter.
Oh.
He did it. He did it last time. It doesn't have as much of an impact. You do the exact same thing.
And
the guy
actually,
before you did.
and actually, the glass shatters, and Red Knuckle goes, "Sorry, my bad. I just got up from unconsciousness. I just couldn't hold my glass." No. The Noel and Satyr hop up on stage. They kind of do a stretchy thing. And the Satyr, and actually, the Noel bends down a little bit to like this. Like this, and then the satyr hops on his back and does a little flip, off his back, and then they do this on stage. And Syl's like, "We're gonna have to work that out because I didn't like that very much, but all right." And we're gonna have the Rabble
Rousing
Bruise Brothers. Is that right?
Yep.
You're on stage next. I really hope they don't do any kind of interesting gymnastics before they come up here, but maybe they will.
I lean down.
These guys are like the,
Ravel will, he will climb on top of Sierra and just sort of like stand there on her back, and begin like taking bows.
yeah, give me a performance check from both of you.
Oh, my part is okay. I got 15.
Okay.
I mean, literally all I have
Pretty
to do
good.
is kneel there, so.
7.
Okay, but collectively, that's
22.
Average out.
and 11.
averages out to
Mediocre.
11.
Syl's like, still not great, but we're gonna get this fight going. Let's roll initiative.
Roll it. Roll that beautiful beat footage.
Roll it.
7.
Dirty 20. We didn't rest, though.
You got a 7.
Nope. Yep.
And you got a dirty 20. Sierra's up first.
Sons
They
of guns.
put their knuckles in, and they're like,
Real quick, we're in a cage?
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb real fast and high.
okay.
As fast as my little geriatric body can. 30
Cool.
feet, as if I
Yeah.
can. And
you're
then-
fully covered by a cage.
So where are you going?
Then I would like to make sure that this is kosher. Sorry, 2 seconds.
It's all right. We'll edit it in post.
I'm going
There's
to...
no post. We're live right now.
I'm gonna attempt to jump and fall on one of them. Whatever one's nearest to underneath me.
Not just jump, but jump and fall.
Jump, fall,
Okay.
horns down.
Oh,
You just float there.
So really hoping I'm not gonna miss because that would hurt.
Yeah. What would that even be? I guess
I could.
a dexterity or athletics or something to aim.
to check.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Acrobatics probably because you're kind of aiming your body at something. But you will probably take falling damage, right?
How high is this top?
I climbed 30 feet.
Oh, yeah.
You take falling damage too, also.
Is this cage 30 feet high?
Yeah.
Oh.
15.
Yeah, I mean, to land on that person,
It's like
yes.
hell in a
You
cell.
landed on the
Right.
satyr, horn on horn.
Do sparks fly?
Horn action.
I'm not sure what. I
No.
guess would they
It's
get the
appropriate.
falling damage too?
Maybe
does that
split
work?
it?
Yeah,
I'm
maybe-
sorry. I
maybe
could
have
also.
No, let's do this. It's
Okay.
very fun and exciting. I'm just trying to think. I'm just trying to think of like how they would.
You just divvy up the fall damage between the two.
Right. So it's a d6 per 10
10
feet.
feet.
Are you rolling that? Oh wait.
She's just gonna
I will
knock
roll
herself out.
for you your damage.
What's your health at right now?
So would this be considered like a totemic strike? If I'm trying to, is that how you want me to deal damage?
Will you read that to me?
I think the fall damage will be in addition to whatever she's trying to do. Right?
I can make an attack with my totemic adaptation. The die changes as you gain levels as a fighter, as shown in the Wildkeeper table. Your attacks with your adaptation count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity. Oh wait, totemic strike. You can do it as a bonus action using. Wait. You may immediately make an attack with your adaptation as a bonus action using the same modifier as the first attack. What does that mean? Hold.
Please.
Here,
let me get
this one. Yeah. It's just a. I mean, it's a d6. It's probably my least intense.
And what's your headbutting damage?
1d6 plus 4.
So that's what we'll probably use.
Okay.
And then you want to add your totemic strike onto it.
Oh wait, the totemic strike is my
Oh, okay. Yeah, then
Yeah.
that's what we'll use on top of
falling damage.
falling damage. That doesn't seem right.
Why?
I don't know. I guess it is like force.
Smushing.
Smush force.
Because they're absorbing some of the energy.
So I guess,
Elbow
And
drop.
you could have her take full falling damage and him take like half.
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Oh,
Because that person's not falling.
I'm
there's
falling
getting
onto
force.
yeah, they're getting absorbing some of these.
So really, it would just be 3d6 for you and 3d6 plus 1 for the other person
+1.
because of their totemic.
Plus 1d6. Correct.
I don't know. I guess I'm confused by the totemic. The
So essentially, the totemic strike is basically me attacking with my horns on normal level.
and that's a 1d6 plus 1.
That's a 1d6 plus my strength.
4.
Plus
Okay.
my strength. But since I'm not going to be necessarily attacking with my strength, I'm
Yeah,
just
you're just
falling on them
falling.
horn first.
Yeah.
So it could just be 3d6.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
think-
fine with me.
Yeah, let's just do that. And I'll roll your damage. You roll my damage.
Not even worth it. It's fine.
You received. Well, the satyr's up 4 feet, so I guess I'll just do 2d6 for you. Satyr's like 4 feet, so you're not technically falling all 30 feet. 9 points of damage on you. How much did you?
5.
Mhm.
Still cool though.
Still cool.
What's your health
I don't want to talk about it.
Did you use any hit
I
die?
like how I do love this that you're doing a weapons fight and you decided not to use it. That is
Something.
that's something else.
Thinking with your head.
So the next person is let's see, the Knoll's up next, and the Knoll is gonna fight. This time, pulls out a scimitar. Sorry, we,
What's
didn't,
your- Now I know.
we talked too much about butts and stuff before we started recording. And I didn't pull up everything I did.
Priorities.
We're talking too much about butts and stuff.
All right.
No more butt talk.
Pulling the plug on that one.
Oh,
They so the
I should have
Knoll
drawn more attention to it.
So sorry for your disappointment, Dad.
So the Knoll is going to come up to Sierra as they fall, because you fell on the satyr. The Knoll's going to come up to you and try to slash right at you as you fall down. They completely miss. It's Ravel's turn.
Matrix.
So they're all in just kind of like a big clump, right?
Yeah, right now
Okay.
it's Sierra, Satyr, Null. Yeah, they're all in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I will go ahead and take my.
I'm sorry, Grumpy and Grouch.
Right. Which one's Grumpy and which one's Grouch?
I'm both.
The Null is Grumpy, the Satyr is Grouch.
All right. I will.
Does it matter? Yes.
So incredibly not intimidating. Grumpy.
Where's the Annihilator?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my dagger and I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just go ahead and run up and I'm gonna wraith strike behind the one. Or I guess okay, I'm gonna dagger in one hand, hammer in the other. I'm gonna go ahead and run up, bonus action, wraith strike the one that Sierra was fighting. Grouch, the satyr.
Yep.
Okay. And hopefully I'm gonna hit. 24 to hit.
100% hits.
12, 18 points of damage.
Whoa! Because you. Oh, man. That is a big old blow on that satyr. And actually, they already took 5 points of damage. They are on. Well, so I guess we didn't really talk about this last time we did the fights. It's all just fighting until unconscious, not until death.
No,
Just so, unless
Unless you intend
But
that.
things happen,
unless you
right?
say it.
Okay.
But generally, that's kind of how these fights are.
Didn't you say they had like people at like ringside to heal?
They
people and
can
stuff like
heal,
that?
but
Just in case.
They do have people who heal.
well, I guess did I say that last time?
Didn't you?
That they have people that heal.
Maybe not.
I can't remember.
I'm
I don't
pretty sure
think
you
I-
said something about having healers.
I don't think I did.
I thought it
Oh.
was the understanding that they drag people out and
That's mainly
Heal
what it
them.
is.
Slap
a lot of
them
magic.
slap them
There's
back
not,
to
and it's
consciousness.
there's no. I think the whole thing is that's why there's no healers because you are kind of getting close to
potentially dying.
potentially dying, but that's like the whole thing about gladiator fighting. It's like it's dangerous, but here in the cage matches, you really just want to fight until unconscious, not fight to death
Right.
necessarily, and that can change up in the Coliseum. But here in the matches, because you're just trying to build yourself.
Yeah.
But there are no healers here, so you're kind of on your own. Anyway,
Got it.
so yeah, this guy, the satyr, flops down on the ground and is prone because they got fallen. Someone just fell on them, and then someone just whopped them. What did you do, dagger?
Yeah, yeah.
You sliced them up. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it is the satyr's turn.
Oh, I was.
Oh.
Yeah,
One more thing I'm gonna do.
Okay. Yes, please.
So since my race check was a bonus action,
oh, that's right.
I think I like stabbed him, just kind of like hanging on his back, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna try and take the hammer, and just sort of like smack him in the head, see if I can put him to sleep.
Okay. Not very many hit points left.
23 to hit.
My goodness, yes.
It's just D6 though.
You
Six.
really hit the nail on the head. with that one.
That's exactly what you needed.
Go see.
Satyr is down. The Knoll hasn't said much, but he's like, my flippy boy. Oh no. That's how he sounds. And it's Seer's turn.
So I'm gonna stand up and with great production,
Oh yeah?
exhibit my age, and
What
walk
does this
around.
mean?
That means like,
With great production.
yeah, I'm just gonna not move away from the enemy, but just very much show the audience my age,
Okay.
and just kind of
He's beating up on an old woman.
yeah. And I need you to say that for me, and
He's
then
beating up on an old woman.
What?
Yeah, that's where you're at, man. You're about
And
to
then,
hit that
uh,
old
You're gonna hit an old woman?
Oh man.
What's wrong with you?
I am grumpy.
and then I'm going to hit that little knot on my glaive and slice at the guy's tendons on the back of the legs.
Ouchie.
Yowza! You know what I mean? Oh, am I though? 13.
That exactly hits.
Woo, buddy. I was worried there for a second. 12 points of slashing
Okay.
damage
Ouchie.
to those tendons.
Ouchie.
Those tender tendons. And then
Hey man, she's a volunteer. She just hit me, man. She just hit me. I'm the victim.
Boo!
uh,
That's our PR guy.
Anything else?
I'm gonna then just slip and fall and be like, I'm falling in this tree. I can't get up.
Give me a performance, you crazy person.
You're gonna intentionally go prone.
Uh, 8.
It's like this. It's like
Can I-
this.
can I-
You deftly slash these tendons of this guy. Do like 12 points of damage. Like you're really good at it. And then you just go, oh, and it looks bad. And everybody knows you're faking it. Is that it for you?
For now.
Okay. So that was Sierra. So then it's Null Guy, right? Yeah, Null Guy. It's like yeah, Grumpy. Grumpy. Grouch is
How about
unconscious.
grassy? Grassy. Grassy.
Grousey?
Grassy.
Grassy?
Yeah, the grassy knoll. That's your job.
That is your job.
I'm gonna make a grassy ass
It's
joke.
you just,
Oh,
taxes
God.
just keep coming up, dude. What is happening? The Knoll, it's like, yeah, you see, she's faking it. She's not really this old. And he's gonna come up to you. Are you on the ground? Okay. So he gets advantage on attack rolls when someone's prone, right?
Oh, probably.
I believe so.
I think so.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't feel right doing this. She's just laying on the ground on purpose.
I'm
I have to fight.
About to hit that. You're about to
She's
hit
so
that
old.
old lady.
This is so stupid. Why do we do this to each other? Definitely hits you. I don't like this anymore. Can I like me neither? 4 points of slashing damage.
And I'm fine.
Are you? I feel like you need to just do a deception check for me, like in real life. Then we're at
Yeah, sure. I'll take my dagger and go. Get away from my grandmother.
what? Still, what kind of fight is this?
This is when.
That one.
Oopsies.
Yep.
Oopsie doopsie. You completely missed, and he's like, I don't know what the kind of family dynamic this is, but I don't really enjoy it. Sierra, it's your turn.
I'm gonna use those my just like attack action.
Okay.
I'm gonna tumble through and then blink strike behind him and try and hit him with the hammer.
You probably will.
Nah, I got some sick moves coming up.
Yay! All right, yeah, that's a 27 hit.
No. Yeah. It hit. Hit for good.
Bit 10 plus 4 because this was with the hammer. 14.
Just almost there, almost unconscious, and he's kind of like, he looks like you could probably see like little birds around his head, and he's like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. And it's your turn, so it's Sierra's turn.
So the rules of standing up.
Half your movement.
Okay, great. Then I'm going to burst forth
What?
from. I'm gonna do a
Right.
cool move and
See that.
go to burst forth and ram him head to head as I stand.
Okay.
Like a freshly
I
hatched
am a
xenomorph.
woman. Yeah.
Go for it.
Is there any flanking involved, by the way?
Oh.
You were using flanking, right?
No,
You weren't?
no, that's fine.
There is flanking. You roll with advantage if there's flanking.
That would be a dirty 20.
Okay, so if you get a nat 20, you get advantage.
Remember that one time?
Yeah, I do.
No.
Okay. But you hit it.
Hit.
5.
Unconscious. I have 4 hit points left. And as he goes down,
Huzzah!
he's like, weird family dynamic. and passes out. Syl comes out and tries. You guys are a little shorter, so he kind of like he tries to like raise your arms a little bit for you. Like champions. It's more like down here.
Oh, because he's little.
He's little.
Oh, yeah.
But
guy.
I mean, you guys aren't much taller than him. Yeah, and he's like, all right. These two will be going on to the next level of weapons. Intermediate. Stay tuned for the Rebel Rouser Bruise Brothers. Sometime soon. I'll have to get with the PR guy to see when they're coming back next.
What the
But I'm
names are.
sure you're going to hear a lot of rumblings about these fighters. It's going to be good.
You already have lots of talking about them everywhere.
And that drunk lady that you gave gold coins to, she's like, there's fighters in here. Yeah. So Syl comes off the stage and kind of groups up with you guys and is like, that went well. You guys are just kind of, I really like the flair that the old lady thing is really, it's really, it's almost like, you're giving yourself like a character. You know what I mean? Like a wrestling character.
Oh yeah, maybe
you know?
next time we could get you like a nice like powdered wig and I
Yeah.
could have like, a little like
We
sailor
could
boy
do
outfit.
costumes.
I'll go out there with like a giant lollipop.
As I recall,
This is the
a
blues.
giant lollipop?
Yeah.
Ew, I hate it.
You're a grandma and grandson in the Bruise Brothers.
I love it. I love the character development.
I don't understand this gimmick.
No, we're gonna have to rebrand again, but that's fine.
As I recall,
But all-
Revel does have many wigs.
Yeah.
So
That's very true. You can't borrow the good one.
Maybe.
We'll see.
cool. So Syl's like, hey, if you want to come back tomorrow or whatever, or tonight, whenever you want to do the next tier, you're welcome to. But you've got tally 1 for the amateur fight. So next will be intermediate, so we'll get a little tougher.
I mean, like, at this point, I hope so. Those guys were, the Annihilators, Grouch and Grumpy.
Yeah, those names, man. I about Grouch and Grumpy. We'll have to work on that.
Who came up with those names
They did.
today?
Mm-hmm. Why? What are you trying to say, Doug?
Oh boy, I'm in character.
We trying to say Gary.
All right, well, I need my fighters to go sign autographs now
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
because of marketing,
you're good at that.
publicity.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I do.
You
All day long.
can't just keep saying
Oh.
words that kind of are adjacent to what you do.
I feel like you've already given me a deception check, and he kind of already knows, but I need another one.
Okay. I'll deceive.
Deceive me.
19.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he's deceived. Actually, he's like, yeah,
Descent.
awesome. I'm really happy you're working on this. This is really good.
Yeah, image.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it.
100%. Is there more to the
Photoshop.
sentence, or are you just the word?
Just image.
Word of mouse. Word of mouse.
Mouse? I guess that this conversation is not. It's a circle. It feels like I think we're on the same page, but I'm more like on this page, but like kind of like in the
Same
like,
book.
This conversation really hurts. My
it hurts
brain
me
to
a little bit. You
listen
know what?
to.
I got what? Oh, yeah. I gotta go.
Why are you touching your ear?
Oh,
Got a Bluetooth.
I'm trying to I'm hearing someone calling my name. You didn't hear that? You didn't hear that? You didn't.
No, I didn't.
Well, check your ears. Bye. And he leaves. You're in the underbelly, chilling. You talked to Grunkir. I don't know if you shared that with anybody or.
Well, actually, I would have probably when you guys are done dealing with the crowd, get your accolades. I would probably tell you just the part about Rabar, like Babar,
Rabar.
was falsely.
Just like Rebel. I didn't think about it.
was falsely accused.
Grabber.
Just in terms of, I feel like we are aware of this possible threat to the festival, and so I would just kind of pass that word along.
Yeah, so essentially, Grunkir feels like his friend is being
Falsely accused.
falsely accused of. So, you could assume that he was also a charioteer in the race as well.
Okay.
Do I see that Slim Jim nobody?
Slim Jim's about to go on stage. About to go cage fight. What are you gonna do? He's like trying to leave the mirror, but he won't. He's like, yeah. Are you gonna?
I'm gonna.
What is it?
Okay, remember the first fight and the stinky cloud?
Yeah.
That was you, right?
Yeah. Right.
He goes up. Stink cloud.
Consider it done.
Stink cloud.
So, Syl is announcing this skinny tall man to the fight. Another amateur unarmed fight we've got going. This guy's name is
Slam Jam.
Slammer Jammer, and he's about to slam your gem. Get ready.
What does that mean?
You know, common phrase here in Leedson.
I don't like that at all.
Can I improvise, and when the clapping dies down a little bit and it's quiet, rather than making a smell, I'm going to create an illusory sound, very loud,
Come from
his butt.
It's a different kind of
so.
class.
So I think for this episode, I'll probably name it something with butts.
Oh my god.
Well, maybe
That's
don't
it.
call
Butt
it.
stuff?
Something
Don't
about-
put butt stuff on YouTube. This is why we can't play after 8 p.m.
Yeah, or without like having, or not streaming, because this is just like buck wild, or should I say butt wild? Okay, so you do that. I guess that just happens, and it's magic. So it just like
Yeah, it does.
and he's like, and when Slammer Jammer's announced, and it happens, and he's like flexing. And it's like a record scratch. Everybody goes really quiet.
Do they? Because it's every 6 seconds I can cast a spell, so and it's a cantrip. So I'll follow it up with a
Oh, a real flapper.
yeah,
A real flapper fart.
going from a horn to more of a buzzy kind of flapping sound.
And he's like, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I didn't.
Oh, I think that guy just farted on stage.
I don't fart. It's never happened to me before.
Oh, I can smell it. Can I make a deception check?
Look at my
I'm starting
muscles. Yeah.
to feel bad.
This is.
I think I'm gonna keep on going, honestly.
Hey guys, this is Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm bullying somebody and I feel terrible.
You did stomp on your foot.
I stomped on his
Dirty 20?
You did stomp on your foot.
You did call your grandma though.
foot. And he did say
You
that
did act
they
like
just
a grandma in the ring, though.
It's all bad. It's all bad.
Yeah, I know, but he also did say they just let anybody in here these days. That's
Is that what he
age
said?
discrimination.
Okay.
That is age discrimination.
He
I'm
said
not upset
something
about
like
it.
that.
Right.
He can fart. Everybody
Dirty
fart.
20?
And you were trying. Sorry,
I was trying to convince the
fart
crowd
talk.
that he. No, I was trying to help convince the crowd.
Oh,
that
yeah,
the guy
Dirty
farted.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody starts to start cheering and laughing and be like, keep farting.
Oh my God. We're gonna bully this poor kid on
Guy.
stage.
For the last time, because it's time to wrap this up.
It
I'm
really is, honestly. I'm ready to
When
move on.
it gets quiet again, can I make a confusing sound like
Not gonna get quiet again. Not quiet again.
"Caw"?
That was fun. No, you cannot. Yeah,
Okay, that's.
but it's not quiet anymore because everybody's hooting and hollering about him farting, so no one heard it.
So I'm
Everyone's
disappointed now because that didn't happen.
tooting.
Guys, can we?
Yeah, we can move on. Yeah, we can move on.
And
We
we
can absolutely
promptly
move on.
leave.
So that's what happens. So,
Fart humor.
I'm sorry, Beck.
What a wild show to come into.
This is butt wild. So you're at the Underbelly. You talk to Syl.
Has Sil left the room?
Syl, no, he just
Kind of pretended to
announced
walk away.
Slammer Jammer.
Okay.
Pretended to walk away.
He did pretend to walk away, but then he announced Slammer Jammer, and now he's sitting back down.
Can I rejoin him?
Yeah.
Real quick. Say, we're about to go, but I've just got a quick question. Have you been in this business for a while?
Yeah, quite. What would you say? 8 years?
Shoot, I had the name. So, did you ever work with a fellow named Gladiator named Erzen Amberlight? He's in the Tjaad like me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Briefly, he was right when I was starting. I was more of like I was a trainee.
So it's been a while now.
It has been a while.
And do you know what ever happened to him?
Oh, he's around.
Oh, he's in town still.
Yeah, he's in town. He actually hangs out more in Old Town. Kind of keeps chill. I've seen him around. Everybody, man, he's got so many fans. I've been trying to talk to Revel Inc. I've been trying to get him back in the
Back into
game
the game.
because people loved his magic.
Like
People
this one.
loved that stuff. Here's the thing. Here's something that I shouldn't say,
Uh-oh.
but I'm gonna say it.
All right.
I get it, magic's bad or whatever, but like it's interesting, right? To watch a fight with something like that. Like it's really cool, with the bam bams and the shoo shoos and the all that stuff.
You do one more.
Yeah, and the I don't know what magic that is, but it's good. So
All right. Old Town, you say?
yeah, Old Town. Usually, honestly, I've seen him a lot at the Torch and Shadow. It is a hookah lounge.
Oh, all right.
It should be. It's right on the edge of Sand Markets, Old Town area.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
hmm
you.
Yeah, good guy. Good guy. Haven't seen him around, but real fun. Just a fun dude.
Very well. All right, these guys need to get their beauty sleep.
Right. Yeah. Fighter sleep, really. Beauty. eh.
Or in the
You
afternoon.
know,
No, not that. I'm just saying you don't need it to fight.
Yeah,
You're all beautiful in my eyes.
We are. I am
Safe.
personally definitely actually feeling very beat up.
Yeah, me too.
Are you guys? How are you
I
doing?
feel every
I didn't-
minute of my age.
I didn't
Feel
take
great.
any damage that
Nah.
fight, but I'm out of hit die.
Yeah, you guys, because you came right from the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should probably lay low for a moment. We've got a supper date, though, don't we?
Yep. You have a at the Shining Hour, which is like dusk. You have a dinner with Sala Tjaad.
I would definitely want to, like maybe I could go back to our room and maybe get a soak,
Yeah.
just stitch myself up a little bit, and then before dinner. That works for all of you.
Yeah.
With that. Had an eventful day.
Yeah, and Merritt's like no hit points gone.
I'm
Get
feel good. I'm gonna go for a run.
You would
this,
in the desert too, sand run. Oh man,
get
that's
the
hard.
calisthenics in.
Barefoot.
Post-fight
Cool. So
calisthenics.
you head back to the Sand Markets. Guess what? I forgot the name of the inn that you're at. I called it Red Roof Inn one
It
time.
was the red something, wasn't it?
Yeah, you did.
Red
Only realizing that we have a motel at the same time.
Red
Roads.
Red Roads Inn. Thank you. Yep. Wow, someone's taking notes.
And do we see Sleepy Lee at the counter?
Sleepy Lee is not at the counter. Sleepy Lee's overnight.
Oh, all right. Who do we see?
You see, actually, Sleepy Lee, I guess, was there. I think they were there earlier in the morning this morning. No, there's a woman there. She is a female gnome, and she's kind of perched on a high chair.
Oh.
And she's just I don't know if you've met her yet.
No, because hello. Keep your chickens on your feet. We're guests here.
Oh, I think you mean you got many chickens in the fire. I think
That
that's what
doesn't
you
make
mean.
any sense at all, does
That's
it?
what you mean. That's the Leeson phrase. You're thinking of
I'm
keep
from
your,
somewhere else.
Yeah, you're thinking of keep.
Where I'm from,
Keep
we
your
keep our
boots.
chickens
That's-
strapped tight to our feet. That's where you always know what they
Well,
are.
now wouldn't that be silly if you get a chicken on your feet?
Well, where else would you keep your chickens?
I keep my chickens in my coop or in a fire. 'Cause I
Or set that coop on fire.
can do that too.
All right.
Have a nice meal.
Well, we'll just go
Is there anything I
into.
can do?
Mayor just keeps walking. towards her.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No, I just wanted to introduce ourselves. We checked in last night with met Sleepy Lee and just.
Oh, Sleepy Lee. Who? Oh, are you talking about Jared?
I thought his name was this whole time. I thought his name was Sleepy Lee.
You know what's funny?
Hmm.
He is a sleepy guy.
He's kind of a sleepyhead.
He's a real sleepy feller. He doesn't have very many chickens in the fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Well-
is a bad place to keep your chickens, you know. Like,
Well, you know, unless you're cooking up something real nice, got some spices. Anything else?
This high fantasy is wearing me out.
What is this conversation?
All right. Well, thank
All
you
right.
for staying at Red Roads Inn. That's quite a tongue twister. I'm
Mhm.
not new here. I've been
Redwood
here for
Road.
decades. I'm not the owner, but I know him.
Oh, what's the owner's name?
Congratulations.
Yeah, the owner's name is Gretchen.
Good Gretchen. All right.
Gretchen.
Good Gretchen.
Weenus.
Wieners? What?
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're trying to say here.
Thank you for staying at Red Roads Inn. I don't think there's going to be anything we can cut out of this episode. I think it's real good. If y'all, we don't really offer room service, but if you
Coffee.
want to say hi to my chickens in my coop in the fire, go ahead. They're out back. Thank you very much. He's right. Thanks, Christ. All right.
It's the method.
It's method acting. Okay, so you guys take a rest. Is there anything specific that you guys want to kind of do while you're resting? Like, is there anything you can
Why did
do?
you
Otherwise, we can just kind of fast forward and everybody's crying.
Your DMing is so moving.
I know.
There wasn't anything I really wanted to accomplish. I just wanted to like canonically clean up a little bit before
Yeah.
dinner, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you guys know that Sala Tjaad is the executive officer of Revel Inc. So he's kind of an important dude. Like runs the thing. So I don't know if you care about that. If you do, you know, you schmooze up. If not, then you know, be yourselves and do whatever you gotta do.
And he wrote saying he was reconsidering being so flippant when we were warning him about possible attacks.
Yep.
We're gonna have a conversation.
Mm-hmm. He said he has like a proposition for you. Yeah. So you all get your some rest. I guess you don't have any hit die left though.
No, it's
But it's
there's
just like-
something. Yeah, there's
Something
something
to chill out and
Right.
refresh. And yeah, you do, and it kind of the evening kind of starts to arrive. The shining hour that you are well aware of, and actually you can kind of tell now that the month of voices is coming up. You know, I talked about how the sun is in this darkest part of its color in this coming month. You guys know that these next few days are, I think what did I say? They call these next few days the dark, kind of. That's how you kind of can tell that you're getting through. It's just seeming like the daytime, and the difference between daytime and nighttime is just kind of it gets a little kerfuffled.
But it's mid-year, like it's summer, but it's dark. Is that what's going on?
Mhm. The sun becomes a darker orange
Oh, that's really weird.
in the most middle month of the summertime. So yeah, that's what's happening. And let's take a quick break before we go to meet with Sala.
That's good.
I gotta pee real bad. Okay, so you you make your way to the White Palms.
And I did want to say that this is Revel's weekly bath.
Oh.
Gross. Did you tend to your rash?
No.
Cool. So
Forgot about
after Revel's weekly bath, you head to the White Palms. It's a really nice neighborhood filled with bleached two-story stone homes and like flat clay roofs. There are palm trees and the local crawling tassel bushes like line the cobbled street. There are gaslit torches to show you the way. You pass by residents, mostly human, walking their domesticated animals, including like miniature saber-toothed cats and like large horned reptiles. Some are riding their elaborately decorated exotic mounts, carrying shopping bags back home. You do receive some looks as you're not necessarily fitting into the aesthetic necessarily. It's kind of one of those things where everybody's wearing like white. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Could I cost
or
this
tan.
disguise self to be wearing a very fancy set of clothes?
Yeah. What do they look like?
They're all. It's a white full tuxedo. The white top hat.
So now you're really sticking
I've got
out.
this. I've got glittery gold sash. This
Wow.
is fancy man.
Fancy man. Okay.
I,
Okay.
Can be
So
white.
you now really do receive, as Gary changes his outfit.
can I say also add on that it's a very extravagant, flamboyant wig?
Okay. Yeah.
I would like to be wearing my own fancy wig.
Okay. Cool. Which wig is it? Is it the one?
It's the one that I stole from Farn.
Well, you did steal a couple. There was one that was like powder blue with like gold flecks. I think you stole.
Uh-huh.
Is
And
that
that one, yeah, and that one got gross,
It-
but whatever.
Okay.
Still wearing it.
Okay. Great. It is a beautiful clear night as you arrive at Sala's home. You're at the door.
I will beat on the door with my glaive.
Okay, you beat on it. Interesting.
No, not with the blade out.
Sure.
That's aggressive.
Just
no, that would be too aggressive. Yeah.
let ourselves in.
Yeah.
does
Yeah, the
doors
door
work?
the door opens and you see a human male, tall and trim. He looks as if he might have been a fighter once. His face is scarred and one of his ears kind of look like cauliflower. He got cauliflower ear. His eyes are bright amber, framed kind of by crow's feet as he smiles at you, and his smile is a lot. It's very big. And he has bright blonde hair, pulled back, and braided, and then wrapped into a bun, real tight, nice. And he's wearing a black, loose-fitting cotton two-piece. The long sleeve button-up is like it has like a short collar. It's like the bar collar, reaching to his Adam's apple, and he's a gold heart pinned to his chest. Says, "Hello."
Good day to you, sir. And my
Hello,
hand passes
hello,
through my hand.
hello. That is an interesting garb that you're wearing.
you.
I like it.
I'll tip my wig to him.
Nice wig. Very good. Come into my home, please. Please, come on in. He invites you in.
Have we seen this fellow before?
You have. You saw him at the
Parade?
beginning parade, yeah. As you come in, most of this home is pretty minimalistic. You kind of pass by a room with cushy tan armchairs and a lit round fire pit made of like hammered bronze in the center. And you can see like an open skylight above it. And you pass by like a winding iron staircase leading upstairs. And you're heading through a marble kitchen. He's just kind of walking you through. And as you're walking through, I would love perception checks.
14.
11.
18.
Dirty 20.
The three of you kind of, as you're like looking, as you pass through like the kitchen area, you see a portrait of a few excuse me, of a few people with Sala. It looks kind of like a family portrait. Standing next to Sala is a handsome, very fit human male, and between them is a younger boy with bright blonde hair, a devilish smile. Not smile, it's a smile. Smile and amber eyes, like Sala. And this younger boy looks oddly familiar. He was the one that you ran into at the Arcanus Academy, who's yelling about
the apparition.
So yeah, that's what you see. He takes you out onto his back porch, and takes you on the back porch, made of like clay tiles, where like there's a short table surrounded by sitting pillows, and it's kind of set with candlelight. Looks real nice. There's nothing especially too fancy about it, but you give me just a second. Sorry, just a second. I lost my place, and now here we are, where I can't find where I am. Yeah, so he takes you out to the anyway, he takes you out to the back porch, and there's a fire pit that's like steadily flaming as well out here, and at the base you see two cuddling saber-toothed cats kind of warming themselves by this fire pit, and you can kind of hear their rumbling purrs as they kind of look up and like slowly blink at you. And he goes, "Ah, yes, don't mind them. This is Powder and Blush. They're rescues. They're two precious little kitty cats. Love them very much." And the seating area is surrounded by like this hardy and bristly whisper rock tall grass, known for its soft middle and healing aloe, which you would know. And just 10 feet away, there's a wooden stable connected to a small enclosure with a couple of riding horses, kind of munching on their dinner. And he says, please have a seat. It's so interesting meeting you finally. Heard a little bit about you from Syl. So I guess if we want to get to the nitty-gritty, we can. I do have some food prepared that I can bring out. All are.
I haven't eaten yet. Have you eaten?
I have not eaten yet. I was waiting for.
Is the aloe plant like within distance?
Yeah, it's 10 feet away. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go and slice a little arm off.
Oh yes, please make yourself at home. Please. Yes.
And then I'm gonna start I'm gonna take a bite out of the end of it and then put it in my bag.
Okay.
I don't think that's what he meant by food, but
yeah, we can eat the food that I also prepared. But if this is what you prefer, that is just fine.
And is your family going to be joining us for this meal?
No, they are not. Well, my husband is deceased.
Oh,
my
so
son
sorry.
is at the Arcanus Academy.
Oh, he lodges there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And do these cats bite?
They do not. They're very sweet. However, I wouldn't get too close while they're there.
No worries there.
wait, I feel like that's a little
What?
conflicting. No,
Is it? Do you like to be troubled while you're sleeping? Yes.
So you name your food.
I'm sorry?
You named your food.
Oh, this isn't the food.
Blush and
Yeah, the cats.
They're not.
I don't think he eats them. No, I think they're just for decoration.
No, yeah, we don't. They are my. I would call them my fur babies, but don't want to get too weird about it. So,
I'm so confused.
okay, that's
Well,
fine.
I'm gonna.
it'd be nice to have conversation over.
Yeah, grab him by the arm and say, "Oh, my wife too is deceased."
Oh,
And
I'm so sorry.
Start walking toward wherever we're trying to eat.
Yeah. So there's a sitting area with little cushions around it. He's like, I'll be right back. I'll just go get the food and please make yourself at home.
Conversation is
you
wild.
already have. So he brings.
Just
Be normal.
Just Sierra just tapping him on the shoulder. Just my wife's dead too.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you eat your cats? I'm sorry. That's the least weird thing that someone said to him.
He comes out.
They're laying next to the fire, something like slow roasting.
Hair and everything, just like yeah.
Can I hold my action?
For what now?
Oh god.
No, when he comes back, as soon as he comes back, I'd like to make an insight check.
Sure. Yeah. So he'll go ahead and do it. He brings out a tray. Go ahead.
Natural 20.
Okay. What are you trying to inside?
I am. Gary's mind is going back to the apparition. Who he at the academy. He's really
okay.
upset about that particular apparition. Learning now that this guy's son was involved with that, he's now trying to he's just trying to suss him out if there's anything off about him, sinister, anything.
Okay.
And he's looking for specific cult related people.
Mhm.
If there's any vibe for that, just decorations to the guy.
Yeah. With the nat 20, you can see that he thinks you guys are a little weird.
All right, that checks out.
Yeah. A little.
Fair.
He can also tell that you guys don't socialize much. But
Very friendly.
but as far as you can tell, this guy seems like he's pretty genuine in like he's very welcoming and nothing you can tell that's very sinister.
A weird undertow into his. Okay.
He is kind of one of those people though that you can see where like it just seems like annoyingly happy all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of those people.
What's the weather like?
Here it's clear.
Okay.
Clear, kind of chilly, desert night.
Yeah, it gets very cold.
It gets a little chilly. That's why he's got that fire rolling. And it's pretty calm. Not much wind. Is there anything else?
That's all. Thank you.
Um,
The weather affects my moods.
it does, doesn't it? How does a clear desert night affect Gary's moods?
That explains a lot, actually. You were always asking about the weather, and I had no idea why.
Oh yeah. I feel like it's putting him on his guard. I
Okay.
would say it's fine because there's not like any traumatic weather happening, but it's also the cold is kind of like he's on edge.
Yeah, and you know what? When you come out, like so the white palms are kind of like there is that wall around Leedson, but it is where you guys are. Where the white palms are. His backyard is open. It's very open, and it is kind of an eerie kind of like, yeah. It is kind of an eerie, quiet calmness over here. You can kind of hear some of the cheering and laughter and festivities happening in town, but it's a lot more calm here.
Do you have more that you wanted to do?
No, do you? No. So he brings you out whole grilled fish.
Oh.
And he says this is freshwater fish from the Talisand River. And it's served with fruits and cheeses. There's a salad made with the hearty leaves of the desert cabbage and a traditional desert dwarf stone loaf of grain bread. And there's a couple pitchers of wine. And he's like, well, I guess I should tell you why I kind of wanted to meet with you. So I did hear rumblings about maybe your concerns about possibly the end of the last day of the festival and perhaps it being a little dangerous or
I feel like it's going to be sabotage.
oh wow, that bad.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty clear that a warning.
It did seem a little weird.
And it wasn't a low-key warning, like, look at it, there's somebody.
Yeah,
Someone wanted
his
to
head
make a
was
spectacle
fully
of it.
from his body.
It wasn't like
Fully.
halfway off. It was all
No,
the
it
way.
was fully gone
Yeah.
from his body. Like his body was far away from his head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
How
completely like feet away.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to get ahead of the situation.
I like it. I like this funk.
It gets old.
You just called me old.
I bet that gets old. So yeah, I
Back on the tracks.
get right back on the horse and buggy. So speaking of this, I would like to ask of you for cash money. You know, people say cash here. So there is something called, there's a special event that I attend, that the higher ups more attend from Revel Inc. During Lietzenfest. It is an annual party for like only the finest of gladiator coaches, talent agents, and some other corporate office folks. It's called the Shifting Sands Ball, and it's just outside the wall of Revel East, just outside city limits, near an area called the Vanishing Point. And I would love it if you would accompany me, or, well, just mainly be possible security for me specifically. Because I am a little worried about being outside of the walls, where that guy's head was removed from his body. So if we could just have eyes and ears that are maybe at this party, that would be great. I think it would be useful, in case anything possibly was. I know it's not the last night of the, but it's possible that there could be things and stuff that happens out there.
And we did hear that there was a person who was arrested that was thought to be responsible for this beheading.
There was, yes. His name, I believe, is Rabar. Kind of surprising turn for me. I know Rabar. He's one of our gladiator champions, charioteers. Yeah, the conservators are pretty dead set on that. However, I don't really think that could be true. I mean, here's the thing, is when you're doing a chariot race, you don't really have time to, you're going so full speed the whole time. Who's going to ever take time to stop and behead someone and do all that?
Notes and all
and the
kinds
notes
of,
and the very elaborate.
Do you know why he would be a target of a cover-up?
You know what? I don't. My whole thing is as an executive officer of Revel Inc., I don't necessarily get along with any kind of church situation. I think it's a little bit of a what's the word I want to use?
Kind of a hoax.
Yeah, bullhunky.
Oh, please.
Sham.
Language.
Sorry. Excuse my dwarven language.
Gotcha.
Stupid. But there are reasons for conservators covering things up to not get the church involved. So I could see why they would do that. However, I don't necessarily appreciate the eyes being turned towards the charioteers, because that just does not make sense to me.
Do you have any specific reason to be worried about this ball and your safety, other than just the climate?
Give me, and actually when he mentions the vanishing point, I would like history checks. And actually probably Merit and Zero might be the only ones that kind of know.
Yeah, I'm not good.
There's no way I would know it.
11.
18.
Syrah,
Been around a long.
you have. And this is something that kind of goes back a ways. And when he says vanishing point, you think back in your mind about the desert and weird, unusual things that happen. Because of the cataclysmic event that happened, there are unusual things that, go down. This used to be an area where chariot riders would disappear for days at a time. There was a rumor that there were like pockets of quicksand that they would like sink into and experience things, then be spit out on another point of the desert, almost like something. But when the chariot riders would come back, they would describe some sort of pocket where they were at, a different dimension where they, and their brains would get all
Bucket list.
others say that they came across pockets of dimension, like different alternate dimensions, but so that's just kind of what you've heard. And you do know also near the vanishing point there is a society. You would know this too because you've been around. Quarry giants have been around for a really long time. There's a society of quarry giants that have made their home right around the vanishing point near a large desert rock quarry named the Rusty Hollows. And I don't think, well, you got exactly what I wanted for the DC. You've heard, you through your travels, you've heard this this rock quarry is run by a pretty friendly giant named Krokos. So what Sala will say is this. He'll say, well, the only really reason is, first of all, it'll be dark. Spooky, right? I know. But also, that is kind of an area where weird things have happened. And it is roughly around where we think possibly Mithril possibly went off the race path.
Because the other gladiators who might have seen what had happened, but they didn't.
Mm-hmm. So there could be something camped out there. There could be, I don't know, but it feels a little weird to me. And that's pretty much it. I'm not sure if anything bad would happen. I think that might be better for everybody to have a little extra security.
Don't you think it's kind of a strange choice of a venue for a ball, a fancy ball?
Mm-hmm. Revel Inc keeps it spicy. No, honestly, we've had it there for years, and nothing bad has happened. So it kind of has it. That gives it its spunk, And it's near the vanishing point. It's not necessarily
In a
the same
sand
area.
pit.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen any sand pits. I don't necessarily, people were talking about like pocket dimensions. I don't think any of that is real, but
This food is a very good thing.
my
The
pleasure.
salad especially. I
Good.
see why they call you Sala Tjaad.
Well, that's not my name, but yeah.
Sala Tjaad. Salad.
Salad, like John who likes salad. Salad John.
Dijon.
What's your name?
Salad
Sorry.
Salady John? Is that what you think my name is?
What is your name? I thought you were just a man who likes salad.
It's Sala Tjaad.
Oh,
Two different names. You can just call me Sala.
Sala.
Sala. You putting the wrong emphasis on the syllable.
I'm embarrassed now.
Well, here we find ourselves. You being embarrassed, yes?
How, quick right turn, how is your son handling your husband's death?
That is quite a turn.
I imagine it is hard on him.
Yes, actually, it happened when he was a young boy. My husband's passed for quite some time.
And how old is your son now?
My son is 12.
Let's rip open this old.
Is he the one that was the thing causing trouble? He was, right?
Are you?
Oh,
asking-
no. Out of game. He is that guy.
Yeah.
Was he just the one who was saying, hey, I think there's something going on, or was he in the room doing stuff?
He was the one that flagged you guys down and said we were just screwing around.
Oh, so he took ownership of he was involved.
And I guess I thought those kids were like college age. They're not.
No, it's like there's a full range.
Full
of-
range.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Merrick's just staring at Sierra.
Yeah, no, didn't take a grade when he was a child. He still is a child, but my husband passed 6 years ago, so he's doesn't.
So he probably doesn't even remember his at this point.
Whew. Mm-hmm.
Those who don't understand grief, am I right?
I've had plenty of beef
You're
in my life.
20.
I think Revel is also just looking at Mary at this point and just like watching these guys. Just,
I've had so much grief.
Botch this.
I mean, I get it. I asked, like if it's
I know it's
pets
not a
or food,
competition.
but I feel like this is almost like a little more gauche. Let's just
Incredibly
like,
personal. For
Yeah.
him, just
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So, is the fish head on the fish?
Mhm.
Okay.
it's about to get so much worse.
Yeah. So so the shifting sands ball, if you're interested in this, so another reason why we didn't really think, we don't really think anything bad's gonna happen. The quarry giants have been around for quite a while, and that can deter things from. Do you know much about quarry giants?
No, I've never
History
heard
check.
Yeah, give me history.
Do I? That 20.
Whoa, you know everything. You know?
16.
Yeah, so you both do. So they were once known as hill giants. They fled their homes in the barrier wilds, which is something that one reason why you would know, Sierra, to escape the howling, the onslaught of the howling. So they kind of became like valued citizens in Logran, essentially. They are highly sought after for mining and construction companies. Most of these quarry giants live on the outskirts of trade cities because they're not reclusive. Their immense size makes it difficult for them to live within. It makes it difficult to enjoy local taverns and other venues. But you've probably honestly seen a couple walking around in Leetson. But that's kind of a little bit what you know. With the Nat 20, you probably met a lot of quarry giants on your travels, especially in the desert. You have a best friend named
Just making up backstories.
Rocky.
Jojo. He's a good old quarry giant that you
Yeah.
met on the road.
Of course.
You know Jojo.
Sure.
So yeah, and so the quarry giants definitely have been keeping generally an eye out on things, but that's
I can make another hard left turn that's way
love it.
less
I love
personal.
these turns we're making.
Has Revel Inc. ever had maybe bad blood or maybe friction with rogue, maybe religious factions, or maybe maybe a part of the church that really just doesn't like you guys?
Yeah, the church excuse my language, really.
Watch the dwarvish, buddy.
I shouldn't.
My monocle's teetering.
You wearing a monocle?
Sure.
Oh my god.
Is now.
I won't even. I can't even. I won't use dwarf. Not today. I already did once. No. What was I even saying? I don't even.
Rogue religious factions.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Revel Inc. has always had, as we've been growing immensely within Leetson, no part of any religious aspect enjoys our up and coming fame and fortune that we are basically replacing the church with fighting and blood sports, entertainment. So really pick one.
Does the name Circle of Thorns mean anything to you?
Circle of Thorns.
Does the name Bruce Brothers?
He kind of looks at you when you say Circle of Thorns, and he goes, actually, yeah, that does kind of ring a bell. I haven't really heard it much. I heard it on the DL. If you guys don't know, that's a Leetson thing. We say DL instead of down low.
Oh, all right.
You know what I mean?
Let's
You guys are so
It's like down low to the ground, like shh, shh, shh.
What are you trying to say, man?
Do we need to get down low?
Absolutely nothing about your height at all. Yeah, so I've definitely heard some rumblings about it. Do you possibly think, I guess?
Well, I mean, it was pinned to the dead gladiator's body.
What was?
The symbol of this faction.
Yeah, so the
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was not told that information.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And the conservators were the ones who were
charge of this
Yeah.
investigation.
Indeed. And if I had anything to say about it, I would say 100% that Rabar's not part of the crown. That would be bull honky.
Please.
Is there a children present?
Are there?
I look at the cats.
You're right. Oh, I'm so sorry, little baby. So that's a really interesting turn of events. I did not know that. I did not hear that. I didn't. I think the only thing is that now, if the conservers are trying to cover something up, it makes me think, and the church had heard word about the beheading. It almost seems a little
How
on
might
the
they?
nose, doesn't it?
That only happened yesterday. How might the church hierarchy already heard about such a thing and been able to get their gears in motion?
Oh, the church?
Yes,
They've got eyes and ears everywhere.
that's all I'm saying.
I mean, the thing is about Lietzen, is it's such a conglomeration of people and things and goings-ons that there's a lot of different little tunnels underneath and underground and a lot of chickens in the fire. Jesus.
Mm.
It's a really interesting thing. I did not know that. Here's the thing: is I also don't want the church coming to the city and investigating something that they could possibly already have their grubby little fingers on. So it almost feels, or maybe they don't.
Well, if they did, they wouldn't point the finger to themselves, unless this faction is really has gone rogue. I don't know.
Maybe they're just trying to keep it hushed to keep that connection from coming back to them. Just trying to.
I do feel like the normal church hierarchy has maybe been infiltrated or corrupted just based on strange. You don't see it here because they're not very present, but in other parts of Lobrand, very strange activities by higher ups in the church. Corruption.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't put it past them. See, here at Revel Inc, we keep it out in the open.
It.
The corruptness.
Oh.
Corruption. I said corruptness.
Corruptitude, yes.
Corruptitude. Thank you.
Speaking of this particular corruptitude,
Yes?
as newcomers to Revel,
Does he know that we're fighters?
Yeah,
Revel
he
right
does
now?
know.
Okay.
what would be the best course of action? Chips to play to be the most successful. I'm not asking for help from you personally, just a general idea of perhaps marketing strategies.
Oh, sure.
Or
Well, we've already employed the help of Grunkir.
Who?
Grunkir,
I'm not sure of that name.
the closet dwarf.
Closet Dwarf.
The closet.
Grunkir the Closet Dwarf.
Okay.
So,
Sure.
Not always
So-
got the closet.
I
office.
don't know who that is, but I'm sure they're a nice fella.
oh, they're
And
very nice.
okay. Well, here's the thing. It's all about gumption. It's all about entertainment. It's all about really selling it to the audience. Character work, awesome. Costumes, great. We love confidence. Confidence in what, your fighting style. All that stuff. Whatever makes you stand out from a regular fighter, that will really get you where you need to go. I've heard though that your first. Did you end up doing another fight today, or?
Oh yeah, we're getting the notches in our belt. Getting the proper street cred or whatever it is we're supposed to be doing here.
the knots in my Afghan, one might say.
Yeah, one might
Really.
say that.
It might.
Sure.
Who says that? Happening.
Great. So, another hard left turn back to where we were. We just took a little.
Asking about religious zealots maybe attacking you.
Yeah.
I wanted to cover
That's
that
something
base.
I would like to. I'm going to keep that in mind, and I'll talk with my constituents about. I don't know how to broach the subject to the conservators about that necessarily. I would love to find out more information about these Crown of Thorn people.
Outside of this conversation, the conservators are not part of the church. They are part of the Arcanimus Academy.
They're part of the Conservatorum.
Which is different than the Arcanimus.
It is different from the Arcanimus Academy. The Conservatorum, excuse me, is basically a group of scholars, and we're a bunch of it's like a big old library and full of tomes and a bunch of stuff from the past, a lot of records of what happened in certain. So they it's one of the major. I think it's the only.
They're more historians than wizards.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And the conservators are just the ones that keep peace within the. So they're kind of the ones that run the peacekeeping and leads it. But I mean, how much can historians really do by keeping peace on the streets? You know what I mean?
Historically.
You gotta start doing your no smile laugh every time.
So the Shifting Sands Ball, I would love to talk terms. Shifting Sands Ball is tomorrow night, the 6th day. And it starts after the last Coliseum fight around 10 p.m. possibly. And it just goes on until question mark, because we just have so much fun. You know.
Well, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, so I say I'm in.
I agree. I feel like
I am willing to pay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're talking.
Well, let's see. 10 p.m. to question mark. I would say, for your goods and services,
Wait, we have to give you goods?
just a little common phrase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Can I do an insight on how he feels about us
yes, please.
at this point?
Hold on. Ask about his dead husband one more time, and then
21.
He's ready to let you go. He's
like,
definitely
God, I
didn't
gotta
think
hang
he
out
was
with these
gonna.
guys tomorrow.
Definitely didn't think you guys would be this weird.
well, that is on him.
It is. It super is. But you know what? Everybody's got their quirks, and so I think he's not enjoying the time that he's having with you. I think he just really wanted to get some business done. Yeah. So I was thinking maybe 100 gold.
Each?
No, just fully, just all around.
I mean, we just really.
What do we need with more?
I mean, that's how the world works. You can always use more.
One moment. Discuss.
Okay.
Discuss.
I will leave my own patio.
You can
Yes,
stay.
you could just give us a moment.
Sure.
Discuss.
Well,
I
I just
just
feel like
asked.
I don't know what arrangement you have with the academy where your son attends, but
I'm sorry?
you-
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
did mention my son, yes.
Yes.
I thought you were just...
No, we recognized him. We were there today and we saw him. He's very distinctive looking.
Oh, you saw my son today?
Yes, he was
Panicked.
just a bit of
Interesting.
scholarly
It's a little weird, isn't it?
excitement. Did he not tell you about what happened today?
I haven't talked to him today.
It looked
Oh.
like he summoned a ghost.
Yeah, does
He
he
did what now?
often summon ghosts? Does he have that kind of ability?
Oh, boy.
I mean, we had to kill a ghost that him and I'm guessing maybe one of his friends or something accidentally summoned.
This is why I asked about his emotional state.
Okay, well, that's news also. I'm finding out a lot of things today. That's,
We get around pretty quick.
I guess so. Guess I need to call the old school.
Yeah.
Is he alive?
Yeah.
I don't think, it's
Oh yeah, no.
There was so much happening. I really don't remember.
He ran
We saw him
he
after that.
ran away with the scene. It's fine. Like the ghost was dead, but
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we also saved your son today.
I mean, we actually kind of did.
That's not a lie. I'm not looking for gold.
I am.
I was just saying.
We're all
that-
just saying things popping up in our heads.
I was just saying that, like, we very quickly dispatched an errand for the Chancellor, and he was a little more generous. And
Yeah.
you've got a competitor for
He's
your
kind
time.
of a rug, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, a rug that pays, as
Right.
they say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would say that more like 50 gold pieces each would be a bit more fair.
I like the sound of what you're saying.
A little more round than like 25 each.
It would be so
or,
hard
like,
to
just
divide
a-
up. What do you divide a 10 gold piece coin?
I don't.
Actually, 100. It does divide by 4 pretty well.
Well, but I mean,
I don't need gold. Perhaps 150 for my companions.
Why don't you give me persuasion checks?
I think charismatic.
I'm better.
Can
Are we
I?
just doing a group?
Can I? Just,
Yeah, just
can
do
I
group one.
Can I just give Gary advantage?
Or whoever wants to.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, how do you
Yeah.
give me an advantage?
But just the course. Instead of me rolling,
Right.
could I just just me participating in this conversation?
You have been
backing me up.
participating in it.
Yeah. I want to forego my role to give
Natural
you
20.
advantage.
Got a dirty 20 and a natural 20. He's like, okay.
For 24.
I can go up to 150.
All right. Then I think it's a deal.
This has been fun, huh?
And at
Yeah.
this opportunity, I decide to eat the head of my fish.
Oh, good.
Quite
That's the best
sloppily,
part.
I also choke on a bone. So there's.
And then that happens.
I
Yeah.
reach in Sierra's mouth and pull the bone out.
Wow.
I'm deeply sorry.
No, it's
I hope that the
Just
money
Ravel just like one foot on Sierra's chest, just trying to pull this
this is
fish
normal.
skeleton
Yeah.
out.
I hope that the money you're giving us will be wasted and nothing will happen tomorrow. You'll be perfectly safe.
Yes, I appreciate talking with you. I'm glad I found out some information that I didn't previously know. Well, we'll keep in touch about that. I don't know if there's a way to find out more about the Crown of Thorns. That's something that it would be interesting to find out.
I feel like we've heard they're not pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Is it crown of thorns or circle of
Circle.
There's the
thorns?
symbol,
Isn't
there's the
the
group,
crown
right?
of thorns? Jesus.
It is. It's circle.
But the symbol might be not crown. That's different. But
That was a
think
Jesus
it's
thing.
circle.
I'm pretty sure
It
it's
is
circle.
circle.
I'm pretty sure the
It's
crown of thorns.
circle. It's late here. Okay.
A crown
Circle.
is a circle.
so I mean,
Crown is a circle. Does it matter?
When
Stop
one is-
asking.
I suppose what we need to do is see if there's a way if we can find out who's involved, who's locally involved in the. I mean, we know what the group stands for, but who's doing it is the question.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's always, if there isn't any security to be done tomorrow night, there's always a way. Maybe there's some investigations to be had. Maybe we can. I don't know.
You said there are a lot of.
Vanishing.
Well, my thought was maybe we go check out maybe some of these secret underground passages that are throughout the city you were talking about.
Oh yeah, there's a whole tunnel system.
Yeah, that seems like a.
I think we refer to them as sewers.
Oh, so it's just sewer. Okay, so you guys have a
No,
sewer
no, no.
system.
There's tunnel systems, I'm sure. I mean, I don't really go below regular ground, but yeah, there's tunnel systems. There's things to be seen and talked about, I'm sure.
Well, thank you for your time. And
I hear you.
thank
He
for
gives
the
you
help.
a hearty handshake. He says, I hear you are quite the fighter, sir. Dune Walker?
But he
You
doesn't.
know?
Don't sell yourself short. You punch people with your brain.
But he doesn't have a costume or a shtick.
I do have a custom.
What's your shtick?
What's my shtick?
Another conversation for
beat
another
people
day,
up
perhaps.
without letting them touch me.
I've heard now the phrase Doomstalker. being used.
Doomwalker.
I'm sorry, Doomwalker being used. But like, have I heard it myself? Do I know what this means? As Gary.
Probably not.
Okay.
You haven't left Tides Far in a while.
No.
Great. Thank you for coming to my home.
Oh, is it time for us to leave?
Well, we've eaten, and I think we've settled on a monetary amount. If you'd like, we can shoot the shit and drink some wine and hang out with my 2 cats.
I believe we've overstayed our welcome, so I appreciate your time.
Very
And
good.
we'll catch up tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We can continue this discourse.
Yes.
So
Best
we'll
we
stop
can.
by here in the evening and you up?
Yes, yeah, and you will be accompanying me. Actually, what would be better is if we just met at Revel East.
What is the attire?
For you, it's your whatever you're comfortable with as hired help.
This
Okay.
is my outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
It's fine with me.
Great.
This
It's
is pretty cool too.
It's not too ostentatious.
I mean, you might fit right in
Well,
tomorrow
do
night.
you want me to be obvious as being the help?
What's that?
Should I be obvious as the help?
Oh no.
Doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
I should blend in. I mean, keep my eyes open.
Yeah. Do it. Hey, I'm not here to tell you how to do your jobs.
I feel like as the person who hired us, that's exactly what you're
Well,
You-
to an extent, I ask you.
Employee-employer communication's actually really great. I know people are like, oh, I'll just leave it up to you. I trust you. But it's like, some direction would be nice at times.
That's a fair point. I'm directing you to do security, whatever that means.
Like a
on your
true leader.
Well,
end. A lot of true leaders here in Leedson.
you're in safe hands.
Okay. So Sala gives you all a nice handshake as you leave. Are you headed back to Sand Markets?
It's pretty late now, isn't it?
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like we might. But I'm still kind of roughed up from earlier.
Okay. As you're making your way back to the Red Red's Inn, where you will sleep, put your cute little heads down to bed. I would like a perception check from Revel.
Yeah.
16?
You, as you're kind of walking back to the Sand Markets, you're walking through the Sand Markets. People are packing up their the markets and everything, their booths and stuff. You do kind of notice that maybe there might be someone following. But with a 16, you're like, maybe they're not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you kind of keep seeing the same cloaked, tall figure, and I think that's where we're gonna leave it
All right.
today. Come back and watch it. I swear it's not always this silly. No, it's great. I love it. That is it for episode 4. We will be doing another episode
March 18th.
March 18th.
Right? Yeah.
No, that's
a live show.
That's a live
a
show.
live show. Wow, I don't.
But come to the live show.
March 11th.
March
March 11th. March 11th will be episode 5, and yeah.
And your one shot.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm doing a one shot. If you're in Columbia, Missouri, come out to Cafe Berlin next Friday, February 17th for Battle of the Cupids. It'll be a really good time. And I'd like to thank War Chief Gaming for the campaign setting, Auroboros, Coils of the Serpent. I'd like to thank all my fun little friends sitting around the table and my fun little friend sitting back here. Thank you very much, Beck. And you, because you're great. And Butts. Yeah, got it in one last time. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
But
Oh, man.